What is happening in August of 2020 compared to prior year and actually 2 years prior? The market started changing significantly in July of 2022. What we saw is a significant increase in interest rates. They went through November. Market was absolutely paralyzed. December, January, rates stabilized, but what happened was buyers started getting active in the market. So now when we're looking at what's happening now, the last month, interest rates have gone up almost 1%. We are today in the mid 7%. And the interesting thing is it really hasn't changed the market very much. Overall, remember the 4 counties that we cover, St. Louis City, St. Charles, and Jefferson County. Some interesting dynamics, but the most important dynamic is when we're looking at unit sales. Every of those counties is down year over year, a small amount when the market started changing. But if you're going to go back and compare 2 years prior, the market unit sales are down significant. So for example, in St. Louis County, year over year, sales are down units 4%, but compared to 2 years prior, down 21%. St. Louis City, very much the same. Year over year, down 8%. Year over 2 years ago, down 20%. St. Charles, down 9% year over year. Compared to 2 years ago, down 28%. The biggest change though we saw was in Jefferson County. Sales year over year were down 14%, and when compared to 2 years ago, almost 50% down in unit sales. These are significant numbers. How does that translate? We've seen a bump up in inventory, a slight bump up in active inventory. But what's been interesting is new inventory for the month. So new homes coming on the market in the month. St. Louis County, up 11%. City, pretty even. St. Charles, new listings are actually down 7.5%. And Jefferson County, pretty much even. Overall, this story tells you less sales occurring, inventory is growing a little bit, but what we're seeing is once they take a price adjustment, those homes end up selling. So when you look at sales prices year over year are pretty even. The bad news is that they actually didn't recover significantly from last August, but they're still at record highs. So I don't want to miss out. As we went through our update, we are setting record comps on a great majority of homes we're selling. It's just a really inconsistent market right now. It's a market that great homes prepared for sale, marketed to the highest level, priced right, are absolutely selling. But the market is very sensitive. If the home needs work, if it's overpriced and grossly overpriced and the market doesn't recognize the value, it's going to sit. We are seeing homes that are not prepared for sale, not priced right, sitting until first or second, many cases, even a third price adjustment's necessary. Great new homes selling immediately. Where do we see interest rates? We do not see interest rates dropping anytime soon. There was a projection that mid-year they were going to drop, except all they did was go up 1% plus. The economy is no better than it was when we were projecting this. However, the economy is still chugging along. The Fed is still considering interest rate hikes, and there's nothing to indicate that we're going to see interest rates come down. The long term next year, don't know what's going to happen. We know exactly what's happening now with the election next year, interest rates not knowing exactly where they're going to be, unemployment, record credit card debt. Is that going to have a negative impact on the market where finally people are having to sell their homes because they just can't handle the credit card debt? There's a lot of unknowns that we have to pay attention to. But again, right now we know what's happening. Any questions about buying, selling, investing, find out the value of your home, click below. Also, search for homes on the market, click below. Have an amazing day and don't hesitate to reach out.